So today we will discuss about 3 or more half spin concentrated nuclei. Some will be assumption based and some will be actual. I will tell you what is the assumption based molecule and what is the actual molecule. So this molecule first is, that is the actual molecule, you can see. So the fluorine 19 and this is phosphorus 31 and proton 1H proton. So if you see the splitting pattern for this molecule, this will give one hydrogen. This one hydrogen will give doublet due to phosphorus and triplet due to these two fluorine atoms. So doublet of triplet for this hydrogen. And for this, if you see phosphorus, one phosphorus will give doublet due to one hydrogen and two fluorines are there, so we will get triplet. So doublet of triplet for one phosphorus. And for this two fluorine, we will get doublet of doublet because of one phosphorus, 2 Ni plus 1 you can say, or N plus 1 you can say. So both are applicable, you can check any one of both. So this is very simple, N plus 1 rule, so we will use that. So 2 fluorine, you will get a doublet for phosphorus and doublet for hydrogen. So now come to the next. This is an assumption based molecule. Sometimes they may also ask like this assumption, that is here the carbon taken as concentrated nuclei. So if you see this molecule, that is two hydrogens will give doublet of triplet, doublet due to this one carbon and triplet due to this two fluorine, and this two fluorine will give doublet of triplet, doublet due to this one carbon and triplet due to two hydrogens, and one carbon will give triplet of triplet. Because of two hydrogen we will get N plus 1 triplet and two fluorine N plus 1 triplet. Now come to this interesting molecule. How many lines we will get for phosphorus in this molecule? So if you see this nitrogen 15, if you don't know also, sometimes they will say it has half spin nuclei. If they do not have that mentioned, if they do not mention that, then you can take as half, because you have to remember for nitrogen 15 the spin value is half. So if you see the phosphorus, this will give a doublet due to hydrogen. So I have written first doublet due to this hydrogen. Now triplet for these two fluorine, because it has also a spin value half. So N plus 1 rule, 2 plus 1 3. So this will give 3. So that 2 signal will split it into triplet. So now this nitrogen is also adjacent to this phosphorus. So this will also 2 nitrogens are there. So triplet. And now there are 4 hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spin value half. So N plus 1, that is 5. So 5. Now if you multiply these values, 2 into 3 into 3 into 5, that will give 90 lines. So this will give 90 line peak in the phosphorus NMR. Now come to the concentrated half spin plus dilute half spin. So this is very important, you have to remember this and practice more on this. We will see what is satellite signal also in this slide. So the concentrated half spin, that means the natural abundance is very high. If you take an example of SiH4, so that will, this hydrogen will a concentrated nuclei consist of half, and the silicon also, if you see 5% will be 29 Si and 95 rest of the 95% will be 28 Si. So if you see this 95%, this Si is NMR inactive, and this 5% whatever you will get, that is NMR active molecule having spin value half. So now if you record the NMR, suppose we have 100 molecules. So in that molecule, 95 molecule will be 28 SiH4 and 5 molecule will be 29 SiH4. Let's assume that. So what will happen? If you record the NMR, so this molecule, this is NMR inactive, so this will get no signal, and for this 4 hydrogen we will get a singlet. That's why we are getting a high value, high percentage for one singlet value, that is 95%, and the rest, if you see the 5 molecules due to NMR active of this silicon 29, this 4 hydrogen will give a doublet due to 1 silicon. So doublet will give, and that will be distributed by 2 if you divided 2.5%, 2.5%. So it remains as, if you see, this is a doublet and singlet. For this we will get singlet, and for this we will get doublet in proton NMR. Remember, in proton NMR. So these small peaks are known as satellite signal. Now come to this table. So in this table I have taken the example of dichloromethane. So if you see the percentage given here, 13C. So this molecule percentage is 1.1%, and the carbon 12, that is dichloromethane having carbon 12 isotope, the percentage are given in this column. So if you take a molecule 100%, suppose that will have 1.1% this molecule and 98% this molecule. So what will be the 1H NMR spectrum look like having satellite peak? So if you see this 98.9, this molecule, the carbon 12 is NMR inactive. So 2 hydrogen will give only one singlet, that will 98.9%, because this molecule consists of 98.9%. Now if you see this molecule, that is 1.1% having carbon 13 as isotope, this is NMR active. So this will split into doublet because of 2 hydrogen. So 2 hydrogen doublet, and the percentage will be, you have to simply divide it by this 2, we will get 0.55 and 0.55%. So this is singlet and this is doublet. Now come to the next, that is 50-50%. If my sample having this carbon 13 isotope dichloromethane 50% and carbon 12 dichloromethane 50%, what will be the percentage look like? So we will do similarly. So if you understand this first example, then you will apply similarly accordingly. So if you see this 50%, this 2 hydrogen will give a singlet, so 50% singlet. And if you see this 13, that means this 2 hydrogen will give a doublet, and that will be distributed into 2 singlets, so 25%. Simply divide by 2 and 25. Now come to, if this carbon 13 isotope consists of 66.6 and carbon 12 having 33.3. So similarly we will do, so 33.3, so this molecule have a singlet 33.3%, and this will be divided by 2, so 33.3. So all the signals you can say have equal distribution. So from that we will know how many percentage of this 13C and 12C are there in my sample. Now come to the 2 concentrated half spin plus 1 dilute half spin. That means if you see this first example, difluoroethane, these 2 fluorine are concentrated, these hydrogens are concentrated, and carbon is dilute, that is abundance is 1.1% around. So if you see this fluorine molecule, 2 fluorines are there, so this will give a doublet due to carbon 13, doublet of triplet. And for this 2 hydrogen we will get doublet of triplet, and for this carbon we will get triplet of triplet due to 2 hydrogen and 2 fluorine. So I have mentioned here also, you can see. So similarly you can find your own answer for this all molecules. I am also mentioned here in below, you can see and check with your answer. Now if you see this 3 molecules, that is 13C, if you see this for carbon only, that this will give a doublet due to, this is, if you see, this is a trans molecule, trans kind of molecule. So this carbon it is attached with fluorine, and this carbon is attached with hydrogen. Similarly this carbon has hydrogen and fluorine. So this carbon will give doublet of doublet due to hydrogen and fluorine, and this is also give a doublet of doublet. We know the J value, that is coupling constant for the carbon, is only one bond. It will not couple with this fluorine because the bond distance is very high. So 1J coupling is seen in carbon, and if you see the proton, 1J, 2J, 3J up to, and if you see phosphorus, that will last up to 5 bond coupling, 5J you can say. So this is done. Now if you see this molecule, that is one hydrogen, we will get this hydrogen, this is a 1J coupling, that will give a doublet due to this carbon, and 2J coupling, that will fluorine, that will give doublet of doublet, I have mentioned here. Similarly you can see fluorine for doublet of doublet, and for 13C we will get doublet of doublet. Similarly for this, likewise this. So if you see this last molecule, that is hydrogen, hydrogen, fluorine, fluorine, this is if you see the carbon 13 only, this is symmetrical type. You can pass through a symmetrical plane like this horizontally. So this carbon will give a triplet, you can say this triplet, and this carbon will also give a triplet. So triplet of triplet, what we expected. Now if you see this example C2H4F2, this will give, this 4 hydrogen will give doublet of doublet, and this 2 fluorine will give a triplet of triplet. This is very simple. You can see this fluorine is these 2 fluorines, some of the carbons will be 13C in sometimes, and this will carbon 12, and this will carbon 13. Sometimes this will carbon 13, this will carbon 12. So these 2 fluorines are not equivalent here. That is, if you see the Pople notation for this, A prime, X prime will be, that will be the Pople notation will be for this molecule. So we will get a doublet of doublet for this 4 hydrogen, and triplet of triplet for this 2 fluorine molecule. So this much is enough for this video. We will see the next example, that is remaining 2 are there, we can see. So we will complete next the multinuclear NMR, then we start the problem regarding CSIR net and GATE for this multinuclear NMR section.